Alright, well, welcome back. It's the next day. Sorry I didn't film anymore yesterday after I said I was going to try to no-till a field. Things did not go well. Got up here and it was just too wetted. I couldn't get the seed trench to close. It was just making a slip through it and wouldn't close it up. So we're gonna go with plan B. I'm up here right now. I'm gonna lightly disc the field open, just break it open a couple inches and let a little air get on it, and hopefully we can get it planted today. The rain's coming, and I just hope we can get it in before the rain. So that's the game plan. Fit up again. Got the fertilizer on her. Now I'm starting to get ready to plant here, so let's hope it goes a little bit better than yesterday. I know it ain't going to be perfect by any means, but it's June 5th. They've got rain in the forecast in the next 3 hours, 100%. So it is not looking good. So we got to get her planted. Climb the hills very well. Seed depth again. I know it's chunky, so it's riding up on top. Alright, get out here, see how it's planted. Well, that seed's right on top, but that was on the edge. Yeah, they're just chunks of sod. Not finding any right now. Well, that ain't good. Must be because the camera's on. Oh, come on. Can't be that deep. Well, it was pretty deep. See, I socked it in a little bit because when I first started it was putting it right on top. Let's go back here on this hill and see. Come on. Can't be that deep. I'm finding pearl. I must be in the wrong trench. That's where the closing wheel is. There's this, that's fertilizer. What in the world? All right, I'll bring you guys back. I said, I was struggling to pull this on these hills, and now I've got rain. It's starting to come down. So, I don't know. It's going to be a tight one. I'm only about half done with this field. It's not a big field, but it's still... I can't grab another gear. In fact, I had to drop a gear just so I could try to pull these hills. So, fun. Ready to bring you back if I can get her done. All right, well, got that field finished. Took every bit of fertilizer I had in the boxes. And we got her done. It's still sprinkling, but it never got any worse than that, but thank God. So now we just gotta hope and pray that it starts to grow good. But I got one more field I gotta do for sure, because it was sprayed and it's gotta get done. We're just gonna have to wait and see what this rain does. It's 100% here in about an hour or two, so hopefully we don't get much, and the next day or so we can finish that field, and then we can start thinking about beans. Alright, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back to the channel. It's June 7th. This is the last field we're going to plant. It is nowhere near ideal, but the rain's coming. It's supposed to rain tonight, all day tomorrow, all day the next day. So this is it. I'm going to get this last field in, and we're going to call it a wrap for the corn season. I'm going to switch a couple fields over to soybeans, and that's just the way it's going to have to be. All right, let's get going. As I was going across the field, I started having issues with the rye that was laying on top of the ground plugging up on my fertilizer tanks. The moisture in the ground was causing the straw to get wet, and then it just became a mess. And I tried to fight it for several rounds, and it just kept getting worse and worse. So I eventually had to stop and call it a night and waited till the field actually dried out a little, and then we went back and finished it, as you will see in this video. Well, we're back. It's dried out a little bit. I took some fertilizer knives off, and we're getting the rye to go through the planter. So we only had about an acre or two to go, and I think we're going to get her done. So that will wrap up corn. So I will bring you guys back as soon as I get this field finished. All right, looks like we're gonna make it. I don't think you guys are. I'm on my last pass. All the stuff's been flowing through fine. I think we're finally done with 2025 corn. Thank God. What a nightmare it has been. It is the middle of June, and I don't think I've ever planted corn this late. But we're done. Just hope it comes up now, and the goal is to move on to soybeans until it rains again. All right, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching.